Out of the blue one day, we were told to build a 30-foot stage. Gathered the guys and we built that 30-foot stage, not knowing what it was for. Just days later, all 3 shifts were told to assemble in the warehouse. A group of people walked out on that stage and told us that the plant is now closed and all of you are fired. I looked both ways. I looked at the crowd and we all just lost our jobs. We don't have an income. Mitt Romney made over $100 million by shutting down our plant and devastated our lives. Turns out that when we built that stage, it was like building my own coffin, and it just made me sick.
Priorities USA Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Liberalism once taught that unions would ensure lasting prosperity for workers. Instead, they too often contributed to disappearing companies and disappearing industries and disappearing jobs. But like many politicians of the past, the president takes his marching orders from union bosses and rails against the right to work states and fights to win union elections by eliminating the right to vote by secret ballot, and even denies an American company the right to build a factory in the American state of its choice. Is he really that out of touch? I think he's defining what it means to be detached and out of touch with the American people. I like being able to fire people who provide services to me. Let Detroit go bankrupt. Don't try and stop the foreclosure process. Let it run its course and hit the bottom. The best thing I can do for you is to tell you to shop around. Is he really that out of touch?
I have some great friends that are NASCAR team owners.
I should also tell my story. I'm also unemployed. I know what it's like to worry whether you're going to get fired. There were a couple of times I wondered whether I was going to get a pink slip. He says we need more firemen, more policemen, more teachers. Did he not get the message of Wisconsin?
Corporations are people, my friend.
Is he really that out of touch?
(2008), an economic meltdown.
Worst financial collapse since the Great Depression.
4.4 million jobs lost.
American workers were laid off in numbers not seen in over 3 decades.
America's economy spiraling down.
The biggest point drop that's ever been seen in a day.
All before this president took the oath.
So help me God.
Some said our best days were behind us, but not him.
Don't bet against the American worker.
He believed in us, fought for us. And today, our auto industry is back, firing on all cylinders. Our greatest enemy brought to justice by our greatest heroes. Our troops are home from Iraq. Instead of losing jobs, we're creating them. Over 4.2 million so far. We're not there yet. It's still too hard for too many. But we're coming back because America's greatness comes from a strong middle class. Because you don't quit, and neither does he.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Over the next 4 months, you have a choice to make. Not just between two political parties, or even two people. It's a choice between two very different plans for our country. Governor Romney's plan would cut taxes for the folks at the very top, roll back regulations on big banks, and he says that if we do, our economy will grow and everyone will benefit. But you know what? We tried that top-down approach. It's what caused the mess in the first place. I believe the only way to create an economy built to last is to strengthen the middle class, asking the wealthy to pay a little more so we can pay down our debt in a balanced way, so that we can afford to invest in education, manufacturing, and homegrown American energy for good middle-class jobs. Sometimes politics can seem very small, but the choice you face, it couldn't be bigger. I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.